at betterhelp.com/StephanieSue just for being a listener of our channel. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/StephanieSue. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Okay, I'm just gonna break into it. Do I just rip it? Do I just cut it? What do I do?
I think you should do it gently.
Gently?
Yeah.
That's not in my vocabulary. It's a block.
It's a square.
You know let's try this,
How do
okay?
we try it?
I'm gonna actually grab... Am I really gonna manhandle it and just... This whole thing is turning into... Ooh, it's like a log. It's okay.
How's the cheese?
Oh my god, I just had all cheese.
Oh, this bread doesn't break easily.
Amazing. I feel like I could build a fucking house out of this bread. Okay, I've got the bread. Let me grab some cheese with the bread. Is it stinky?
So brie cheese tastes like mango's breath. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can eat this. I'm sorry.
Eat this right now. Don't hesitate. Don't even wait. Don't save it. Eat this right now. Inside, the shrimp is so fluffy. It's airy. The outside is toasty like a crouton. Okay, so we've got brie cheese. I love a stinky cheese.
I love when the cheese stinks so much, it just opens up my nostrils.
Okay, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever found in someone else's house? Maybe it was by accident. Maybe you're a little snooper. What is your law on going to someone else's house? Do you open one cabinet, two cabinets, no cabinets? Yeah, so I asked him the other day, and I'm actually gonna be saving the best story for last because it's super graphic, but just know that it involves a knife of sorts. And it just wouldn't be appropriate to do it with food. You just never know. Anyway, I asked my fiance, and he looks at me and he goes, the weirdest thing I found in someone else. Oh my god. One time, I found hentai porn in my cousin's house. And I fucking gagged. I was like, porn? You found the porn? What happened? I want to know the location. I feel like location is very, very revealing.
It's on the computer. It was just on his computer that he shares with his mother.
Like saved file or?
Yeah, download it, of course. I think I was 13. He was 15. I watch it a lot. I'm just kidding. Like, I wonder when were people introduced to that kind of stuff? Where I grew up, like, I didn't have internet access until middle school. Even after middle school, I was always supervised with my computer usage.
I feel like earlier and earlier, because all you have to do is press the yes, I'm above 18. I remember pressing that a lot when I was not 18. Don't come arrest me, FBI, but I mean, who's gonna know? There was a Reddit thread that I read about a guy who had gone into like a friend's house. Let's say he was 10 at the time, and he didn't know that this was weird, but the parents would actively watch porn in front of the kids.
What?
Yes. So then he comes home and he tells his mom everything, and he was never allowed back. I mean, you just never know. Maybe you know your friend, but do you really know their family until you sleep over? It's like, I think that's why I'm kind of on the belief of like, I understand and I totally get it and I totally respect people who don't want to live together until they're married. But because of the things that I have found out about people after one sleepover, I'm like a firm believer. I feel like that's when you learn everything. You learn the family routine, their family dynamic. Do their parents hate each other? Do they hate each other blatantly, or do they, trying to keep it a secret from the kids? Do the siblings not get along? What are the weird things that they do? And today we're exposing a ton of people's childhood secrets, things that they saw in other people's houses that threw them off. Some of them are not normal. Some of them are really gross. And what is the weirdest thing that you've seen? I didn't know that this was weird at the time, but one of my friends, her mom was a hoarder. And I didn't know what hoarding was growing up. I actually loved going to her house because it was fun. So every single room in her house, including her living room. Okay, so her living room was a little bit different. She would have like couches. She would have a little bit of, empty space with all of her toys that we would play with. But every single wall of that house, there was another wall of clothing, of blankets, of like boxes and bins just stacked up to the ceiling. Every single bedroom in her house, there was no empty space. Like anywhere, just clothes stacked all the way to the top. We were allowed to climb on the clothes, so we would make these little makeshift beds and chairs out of it. So we would climb up, and imagine you're sitting near the ceiling and you're, 6 years old? This is exhilarating. This is like doing a line of cocaine. It's like the most adrenaline that you've ever felt in your freaking life. And we would just lay there. And she would always have these little star stickers in every room on the ceiling.
This is you?
Yes, I went to a friend's house.
Okay.
And I had no idea. We would always play dress up because we found all these random things in the little piles. I thought she just had a fun mom. I had no idea, which by the way, her mom is fun and an amazing woman, but I didn't know it was hoarding at the time. I just thought it was like a sense of style, just a little bit different from other people's houses. Now,
when did you find out?
Like recently. Like recently I'm researching crime scene cleanups, and then, hoarding cleanups came up where you can hire professionals to clean your hoarded house. And I was like, oh, it's a disease. I didn't know. Yeah. I guess there are some shows on it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to glamorize hoarding because obviously it's a condition that can ruin people's lives. But I just remember it was like the funnest part of my life was going to her house, and she had so many toys everywhere. So anyways, okay, this one is short, but it's terrifying, and I don't know why this happened, and I don't know what the premise of this was, but a Redditor said, and we'll call her Tracy. Tracy went to a sleepover at a girl's house, and her mom starts obsessively taking pictures of them all night long. Now you're thinking, a mom that just wants to preserve memories, that wants to have all of these pictures for one day when her little daughter grows up, she can make an album. But she wasn't taking photos on her phone. She was doing it with a full-on heavy-duty DSLR camera. When they were watching a movie, when they were eating dinner, eating snacks, pictures everywhere. Just click, 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 click. When Tracy's friend, the daughter, fell asleep during said movie, the mom would just come and click away on this fancy camera of hers, getting pictures of her sleeping. She even recorded a 5-minute video of her daughter sleeping. So the original poster, Tracy, is just kind of off to the side like, this is really bizarre, but I don't want to say anything because I'm like 6 years old. I don't know how to handle all of this. This is just getting weird. Finally, it's time to go to bed. She's really thankful for this. They're all laying on the bedroom floor, and she's kind of a kid that has trouble sleeping. So she can't really knock out, but her friend's knocked out, right? And she's just staring at the wall. And she starts hearing some door creaks, some footsteps. And then all of a sudden, the biggest flash in the world consumes the entire room. The room lights up. She shoots up because she's like, is that a lightning strike? Am I getting obliterated? She shoots up, looks at the door, and her friend's mom is standing there taking flash photography of them sleeping. They make eye contact. She closes the door quietly and just walks away. So Tracy looks at the time. It's 3 a.m. Either her friend's mom had an alarm set at 3 a.m, or she doesn't sleep, or maybe she was waiting for them to fall asleep. Either way, what does that even mean? So a lot of people started commenting on the Reddit posts, and they're like, okay, well, let's try to dissect this. Some people thought that it was really about keeping memories. Maybe the mom had some previous trauma where a previous child of hers had passed, or she didn't have enough pictures of her own childhood, some sort of trauma. So she panicked and she wanted to make sure to keep all of these memories with this, child of hers, which I guess it kind of satisfies the dinner and the movie thing, but why are you taking pictures of them at 3 a.m? To me, that doesn't make sense. I would feel, okay, sure, we can be sympathetic to the mom, but imagine you were the mom of Tracy, and your daughter comes home and is like, hey mom, guess what happened? When I was at her house, oh yeah, they were taking DSLR photos of me in the middle of the night with my jammies on, with my PJs on.
No, this is some dark stuff.
Yeah, I
Nobody
feel like
think it's sketchy?
Nobody! And this is because it wasn't on any of the true crime threads. It wasn't on true crime, unresolved, any of that.
It's just weird.
Just like weird stuff, like quirky things. Quirky things.
Huh.
Are these not amazing?
It's the best.
I'd be freaked out. I hate sleepovers for that very reason. I'm always the last person to fall asleep. It's weird because I'm always the first person to fall asleep between us. But when there's more people involved, I feel anxious. So then I can't sleep. My thing is, what if I fall asleep and let out a toot before other people have fallen
I don't think you fart when you sleep, do you?
Bro, you fart when you...
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. No way.
I believe it's a scientific thing where you fart like 10 times a night at least. That's why they said it's really bad to sleep without underwear. Because fecal matter gets everywhere on your bed sheets. Not like actual dingleberries, but when you toot, there's fecal matter. That's why you wear underwear, to catch it. Do we need some underwear for our dogs? Because they be under the covers farting it up.
Yeah, exactly.
disgusting. This